Good morning. I'm Andy Marsh, CEO of Plug Power. Came to the Capital District about 5 years ago. I started a company before that in Dallas, which developed DC power systems for the edge of the network. We grew it, actually started in a garage. We grew it to $100 million. Our investors made 5 or 6 times their money. And so I thought to myself, next time I'm going to take an easier, more established job. So I came to Plug Power. You're right. And Plug Power was actually a fascinating company. I started out in Bell Laboratories, and it reminded me completely of Bell Labs. It was an R&D organization which had no commercial focus. We had 3 experiments going on with technologies. We were playing around in 5 or 6 different markets. And I went out and visited many of these people doing experiments, and most people couldn't explain to me why they were putting a fuel cell, and that's what we do, fuel cells. Why they were testing a fuel cells next to somebody in their management structure thought it was a cool idea. One area was different. We were putting fuel cells in forklift trucks at Cisco in Vancouver and in Bridgestone. And, you know, this old guy comes up to me, gives me a big hug in Bridgestone, telling me how we increased the productivity of their organization by 2.5% because our products eliminate the battery change-out process. It took like 10, 15 minutes to change out these batteries. We ran at constant speed. We were predictable. And I said, ha-ha, we got a business. So we went back and we put all our focus on building a full product line and a business, sold investors that this was a unique vision. We were going to make it this time, and things were looking really good in 2010. We started getting customers like Cisco and Walmart and BMW paying. And, you know, we had a business, and, you know, people were doing full deployments. And I thought to myself, this is something special. 2011, we're going to focus on selling and focusing on reducing costs so we can be profitable. And we sold that year, and we sold $45 million worth of product, 10 times more orders than we had the year before. And we thought, we're taking off, and we had our product costs down. And we were ramping into 2012, ready to go. So far, the story sounds like I've done a real good job, eh? It gets a little bit different. And 2012 comes, and we just bomb. We put our new products out in the field, and there was a slight change in the stack, and everything in the system changed completely. I was having problems keeping products up for 10, 15 hours, and these were in distribution centers and factories which had to run 24/7. We put all our resources on it. I spent all our money to make sure those customers were happy. And by the end of 2012, we had a business that looked like our customers were happy. They were talking about us about doing new deployments. And 2013 started, and I didn't have any money. And so, you know, I looked out, and we needed to raise $15 million to get through the year. And I went out and did this S1, which had to tell the world all my problems. And come February 14th, which the people at Walmart referred to as the Valentine's Day Massacre, the company got slammed. I was only able to raise $2.5 million. The stock price was 50 cents in January 1. It was down at 12 cents on February 14th. We sold stock. It was miserable. But, you know, along the way, we developed a lot of friendships and partnerships and convinced people we had some value. And one of those people was Air Liquide. And they called me on February 14th and asked me, Andy, what can we do to help? I said, I need $6 million. And I'm not going to be in business in May unless I find the money. And Air Liquide, nice enough, gave us some, invested. It was tough, a lot of negotiations, but they provided us the $6 million. And from January 1 to May 15th, I booked $1 million. In the next 3.5 months after that, we booked $10 million October 1. This quarter, we're going to book $40 million. The stock now is at $1.75 when I checked it when I was sitting on the podium. We're up about 1,400% from our flow. I'm sure the story's going to continue, and if I come back next year, there'll be another round of information. As I've gone through startups, it's typical, but it's a great ride. You got to remain, I heard focus mentioned, focus on the goal, make sure you're creating value for those customers, serve them, and win. Thank you.